Customers are trying to find your business online, but instead of finding you, they find your competitors. Now, more than ever, it's time to make sure you have the right SEO to make your business stand out online. Welcome to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for you right now. Extreme Marketing Concepts, helping you drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition. And now, here's Terry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Go Mind Your Business. My name is Terry Bork, and this is All Your Business Radio. Today, I am joined by my very special guest, Bob Giest of Rapid Refill. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you having me here today.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here today. Bob is celebrating his 5th anniversary, so it's a very exciting time in his business. So I can't wait to hear all about it. Want to thank our sponsor today, Extreme Marketing Concepts, for having us. Extreme Marketing Concepts helps put you in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are currently looking for your product or service today. If you're looking to market your business, give them a call at 813-863-1452. So, Bob, again, welcome to our program today.
Thank you, Terry.
Let's share a little bit about Rapid Refill, if we can. The Rapid Refill concept started in 2002, and currently there are about 100 franchise locations throughout the United States. And Bob's store, like I said, is celebrating its 5th anniversary this month. And his business offers both businesses and consumers ink and toner cartridges for their printers. They do printer repair and shredding services. And over 95% of the products that they sell are rebuilt cartridges. The Rapid Refill brand cartridge offers savings up to 50% off what new cartridges sell for at large product retailers. And their products come with 100% satisfaction guarantee. And in conjunction with their 5th anniversary, Rapid Refill is sponsoring an electronic recycling drive where old electronics like computers and monitors, cell phones, flat screens, and more can be brought to their store. And they've teamed with a local recycling company called Urban Recycling, and they'll handle all the components for you. And there's no cost to drop off your electronics. And if you have large items, they can also be picked up at no cost. And all the proceeds are going to go to the nonprofit organization HARC, which is the Hillsborough Achievement Resource Center. And they work with adults with mental disabilities. And they'll also be offering hard drive data cleaning services and confidential paper shredding for a nominal fee. And the dates for that event are going to be, well, they started already, November 12th, and it'll run all week through November 17th. So you're going to want to contact the store for details and make arrangements for your electronic stuff. And you can reach Bob's store by calling 813-514-0680. So, Bob, I'd like to get to know you a little bit and a little bit about Rapid Refill. How did you get started with your store?
Well, Terry, I'd been in the corporate world for 25, 30 years and was looking to do something on the local community level. And so looking at a variety of different concepts out there that served businesses primarily, because that was my background in marketing and selling to other businesses. Rapid Refill came across kind of my radar screen and this industry of, the environmental savings that was gained by refurbishing and reusing cartridges. And so that was something very important to me in giving a little bit back to our Mother Earth, if you will. And the ability to both give businesses, a little bit of a competitive advantage in saving money. Because businesses have a tough time, and they local businesses need to compete out there against the bigger stores, and by giving them a way to save more money on their most expensive office supply item, which is your ink and toner cartridges, and also to give consumers a way and a very easy way to also save money and also help recycling as well in the process.
Got it. Okay. Bob's store is located in Carrollwood on Dale Mabry Highway, which is 10416 North Dale Mabry, 33618 in the Tampa area. And he's just north of Bush Boulevard. What about a quarter of a mile or
Yeah,
so?
about a half a mile or so, just up on the west side of the road, a little north of McDonald's restaurant. So that's always a good landmark for our customers to find us.
Awesome. Okay, great. So he has all sorts of toners in stock that you're welcome to pop in anytime and feel you don't have to wait. They're already ready for you. They're ready to go right out the door. So we're talking about toner cartridges and ink cartridges, ink for our inkjet printers, Bob. How are these cartridges refilled?
Well, Terry, that's probably the question we get the most often.
Hmm.
And what we do is, they're a little different than probably which is standard in the industry. Most customers that come into the store or even call us think that we just put in new ink or new toner.
Hmm.
Actually, what we do is we really remanufacture the cartridge. We
Okay.
we want to get it back to the state it was when the original manufacturer put ink or toner in that cartridge. So that means with an ink cartridge, we're flushing all the old ink out. We're soaking the print heads to make sure any ink that is dried in those print heads from the time it got removed from the printer is all taken care of. It takes us about 2 to 3 days actually to do our cartridges and our processes. So that's why we stock our store with inventory. So when a customer does come in, uh, by the way, we have well over 1,000 items in the store, different cartridges. I mean, there's so many of them. But
Sure.
what we're doing there, Terry, is in this process, in addition to doing the cleaning and the flushing out of what had been in that cartridge previously, we also are using the original manufactured specified inks. We work with a company out of Germany that replicates all the formulas of inks that the manufacturer put in there. So, for example, with HP ink cartridges, that's the most popular brand, Hewlett Packard.
Hmm.
Um, there are we stock about 7 different black ink formulas alone that go
Wow.
into different types of cartridges, and because the formulas change, and the reason they change is because more people are printing graphics, pictures, and the inks have to get better and more refined,
Hmm.
and different printers require the processes require different formulas. If there's parts that need to be changed out of those cartridges during this process, we also change those parts out. So what our customers are getting back is just not a refilled cartridge, but one that has been rebuilt or refurbished. And we do the same thing with our toner cartridges. There are more components to change out of those, but again, that helps us ensure that we're delivering a quality product, and also um, we're able to guarantee that product 100% as well.
Got it. Okay. If you're just joining us, we're speaking with Bob Geist of Rapid Refill Inc. At 10416 Northdale Mabry in Carrollwood. If you have questions about the proper toner or ink cartridges and how it can help in your business or your home, you can give them a call at 813-514-0680. So, Bob, what happens if there's a problem with the ink or toner cartridge that I bring to the office or back home?
Well, first of all, Terry, our success rate with the refilling of our cartridges is a very high percentage. It's about 97%. So we're only seeing a little less than 3% of our cartridges be returned, which nearly matches that of the original manufacturer's issues and problems that they have,
Right.
because many people that have bought a new cartridge, they've experienced problems as well because it is a manufactured product.
Uh-huh.
Um, so if our customers do have a problem or an issue, we guarantee that product 100%. So
Hmm.
we'll replace that product for them. They can do an exchange or they can get their money back, but at the end of the day, we're guaranteeing our products 100%.
I got that. Okay. I know my cartridges all work great with my machines, so I've never had a problem. And your staff is wonderful. They're really able to help me with all my questions.
Well, thank you, Terry.
Hmm. So, do your cartridges last as long as the original manufactured cartridge?
Um, yes, and in fact, that's probably one of the biggest comments that we get back from our customers. We do a lot of customer survey work. Customer that gives us an email, they get a survey back about the quality, that they can measure the quality of our product. And one of the biggest comments that we get back is that they last often longer. So
Okay.
our products are refilled when we get to that stage in the production process of our cartridges. They're refilled at or above the specifications of the manufacturer. So often they're overfilled of what the original manufacturer is putting in them, the ink or
Mhm.
toner. So they're getting a much longer life than what you would buy originally packaged from the manufacturer.
Right.
So they do often last much longer.
Got it. Okay, great. I know that there is a considerable cost savings too by going with a refilled cartridge. Can you talk about some of the pricing that you offer in your store?
Yeah, I think this is an area that really helps out both the consumer and the business household in helping their bottom lines because we all want to operate with less cost if we can, whether it be our household budget or whether
Hmm.
it be our business budget.
Got it.
But our savings can be as much as 50% off of what customers would pay at the bigger, larger retailers where they're buying their product. The product can range anywhere from a savings of up to 10 to 50%. But the other thing is there on average, it usually ends up being about 30 to 35% savings overall, which is very significant.
Mhm.
And again, with most of the cartridges being giving more life than the original cartridges, that savings actually gets even larger in the long run.
Got that. Okay, great. So, when I'm actually ready to come into the store to make a purchase, do I bring the empties with me, and do I get a credit for bringing that in? How's the best way to work that, Bob?
Well, the way our system works, and a lot of people will call and ask, do I need to bring my empty cartridge? Is that the one you refill? And as I'd mentioned earlier, we do not do what the standard industry does, which is typically referred to as drill and fill. That is not our method. We already have our inventory in stock, so 95% of the cartridges or that customers need when they come in the store, it's already inventoried and on the shelf. So simply we're doing an exchange of one that has already been through our 2 to 3 day production and quality control process. So they're getting so their stay or visit with us is a very short one in terms of, okay, they give us they bring in their empty cartridge and we're giving one that has already been refurbished and refilled at their cost savings. And the thing is, we ask that an empty be brought in at time because we want to continue to encourage the recycling and reuse.
Hmm.
That's a big foundation of our business. And once that cartridge gets in our hands, we will put it through our production process and probably end up giving it to someone else when they come in for that same cartridge. But in the short term, if they do not have an empty cartridge to bring in, we'll just ask that they bring in maybe an empty cartridge the next time on their next visit. It's not a requirement. In terms of any money back for a cartridge that they might bring, we've already really considered that into our pricing. So we're assuming we're going to get an empty cartridge at the time of purchase. So that's why there isn't any credit that's per se given for an empty cartridge that's brought in.
Got that. Okay. We are speaking with Bob Geist of Rapid Refill Inc., and you can reach Bob at 813-514-0680. And we're going to pan over to Bob's commercial for everyone to take a quick peek at, and we'll be right back to Go Mind Your Business on All Your Business Radio.
At Rapid Refill, we're all about savings. For home or office, your local Rapid Refill ink and toner specialist can help you save money. Up to 50% off compared to high-priced cartridges. Save the planet when you recycle your empty cartridges. And save time. Get the cartridges you need without the wait. And Rapid Refill offers businesses expert support services. Whether for you or the office, visit your local Rapid Refill store or call our business specialists for a free savings analysis. Rapid Refill. Start saving today.
And we're back on Go Mind Your Business. My name is Terry Borg on All Your Business Radio. And today my very special guest is Bob Geist of Rapid Refill Inc. And we did want to thank our sponsor, Extreme Marketing Concepts, for bringing us our program today. Extreme Marketing Concepts helps put your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for your product or service today. for all your marketing efforts, give them a call at 813-863-1452. I just want to touch a little bit about the recycling efforts that Rapid Refill does and is very important to them. And I know that inside your store, there's a lot of items in your store that are recycled. Specifically, let's talk about the countertop in the store if we could. Well, there's a beautiful mural painted at the counter. Can we talk about that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely, Terry. Yeah, these are probably two of my favorite parts of the store. The rapid refill concept, recycling is very important to us, and we not only live that through the reselling of products that have been used previously, but we incorporate that into our stores. And so, for example, our carpet is made of 50% post-consumer content. That's like number 1 and 2 plastic recyclables. The slat walls where our products hang from the hooks is made of 100% wheat stock. And then two of the most, I think, visual areas that we get comments on from our customers that come in the store is the countertop, which is made of 100% compressed sunflower seed. Believe it or not, people are always stumped as to what that material is made of. They think I've heard all the way from marble and different types of materials, but it is compressed sunflower seed. And then the mural which is on the front of the store, which was actually designed by the original founder of Rapid Refill well over 10 years ago, and we put it in all the stores throughout the country. It is a mural of over 60 plants and animals that are endangered to us all. So we try to live and breathe the concept of reuse and recycling, and again, giving back to our planet.
Well, I think the mural is gorgeous. The countertop itself is exquisite. I had no idea that it was sunflower seeds. Every time I come in, I love to marvel at it because, it's so strong and sturdy, but it's so elegant at the same time. And even, the where the pegs are that hold all the various inks, I just think it's brilliant that we're able to recycle so many items in our planet and find new use for them, and that you can bring them in the store and keep with the mission of the store, I think is amazing. So well done on that.
Thank you, Terry.
So we can head back over to printer ink if we can.
Sure.
When we're using a recycled cartridge, is the actual look on the paper going to look the same on the print as it would with a remanufactured cartridge, that the ink would look if it was a brand new out of the box from the distributor?
Yes, it should very well, Terry. And the reason for that is the suppliers of our ink and toner, we don't use any generic ink or toner. There's a lot of that out in the marketplace and a lot of it in our industry, but we have moved away from any of that. And the reason is, again, delivering, our goal is here, first and foremost, is deliver a quality product for a very significant cost savings. And so we have found suppliers that replicate the formulas both on ink and toner of that of the original manufacturer. So by using these high quality, raw materials, and as I had mentioned earlier, for example, with HP black inks alone, we stock 7 different black ink formulas.
Right.
And so the variation in those, we incorporate into the cartridges and going into the right cartridges. So the output will be as good as the original manufacturer. And if it doesn't meet, again, our customers' needs, our policy is a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
I got it. Okay. In addition to the ink and toner cartridge that you sell, Bob, are there any other services that you provide?
We do, Terry. The bulk of what we market is the ink and toner cartridges, of course. But I think a couple other services that we offer are printer maintenance and printer repair. There's too many good printers that end up in the landfills, and we'll get back into the little bit of electronic recycling discussion later. But we do repair inkjet printers. We do maintenance on those, and we also do maintenance on laser printers as well. So that is a service that is very valuable to our customer base. The other one that we recently introduced is confidential paper shredding. And a couple reasons why we got into this. One is the recycling aspects of just the paper alone, but also our consumers often don't have a source where they can go to get their, confidential paperwork recycled. I mean, these inexpensive shredders that they sell now in the stores, often don't handle very much. So for a nominal fee of $1 a pound, they can come in and actually get their, confidential documents shredded. And, so those are a couple other services we offer in addition to some smaller copying job services that we do as well for our customers. We just want to make it a convenient experience for them overall.
I got that. Okay. So, Bob, who are your customers?
Well, Terry, we service really two primary customers. One is both businesses and consumers or households. Both need to save, money and are looking to do that in every which way they can today.
Sure.
So we don't have a particular industry niche that is necessarily good for us. We service all types of businesses, customers, all the way from law firms to insurance companies to healthcare providers to restaurants, and it really is across the board there. Because as long as they have a printer, we can service them, and we don't necessarily shy away from the small business or the large business. So if a independent business has one printer, we want the opportunity to service them. If they have, on the other hand, if they have 100 printers, we also want the opportunity to serve them as well. And but we serve many households, many families with children that are in that school age where the teachers are requiring, documents or not necessarily documents, but their paperwork and their projects to be printed out are good customers for us as well. But really, it covers the spectrum in terms of the size of household, whether it be someone living by themselves and printing a lot, or large families. So both businesses and consumers or households are very good customers for us. And we deliver to our business customers throughout the Tampa Bay area, so we make it convenient for them. And we go into Pinellas County, we go into Pasco County, as well as our home base of Hillsborough County.
I got it. Okay, great. Now I know, Bob, on your website, which is www.rapidrefill338.com, you have a video up there that talks about how folks can order online.
Yes.
Can you talk to us about how, once they're established, how they can go about creating an online account so that they can continue to order their ink and make it easier?
Sure. There's a couple ways that our customers can get to us, either by phone to continue to order that way, or they can come right into the store. But a very popular way is, everybody's looking to save time where they can. And what we do is we actually set up for them online a customized order form. So it's simply it's an icon that can sit on your desktop that goes to, a web page that lists only the printers and cartridges that they use. So they're not having to, remember what cartridge they had or what printer model they had. It's right there in front of them. And for businesses, they'll often put a different name on the particular printer or cartridge that's associated with a particular office, like the reception area or accounting or what have you. So it makes it very efficient, because one of the biggest mistakes in ordering ink and toner cartridges, because there are so many of them, variations, is they often the wrong cartridge gets ordered. And so we're through this process. Not only is it convenient and fast, but we're trying to minimize any mistakes in the ordering process as well.
Awesome. All these cartridges, you talk about all the cartridges that, all the various inks that go in all these various types of computers. It makes for a lot of cartridges in our environment. What kind of an impact do these cartridges have on the environment and then, for the future?
Terry, that's an excellent question. And I don't think the average consumer or business realizes the impact of, what's going on. but nearly 2 billion cartridges, and that's every year. 2 billion every
Wow.
year end up in our world's landfill. And right now, they don't decompose. They're made of an industrial grade plastic. The estimate is that it'll take 1,000 years, but I don't think many of us will be around that long. So anyway, um, there's also electronic components in there that can be toxic, in addition to the industrial grade plastic that doesn't decompose. So it is a nasty type of consumable, and by reusing, recycling, we're making a very large, significant impact on what's going into our landfill and everything else. So those are a couple of the big advantages. The other aspect of this is the production of a new cartridge.
Mhm.
With a new toner cartridge, it takes 3.5 quarts of oil for each toner cartridge to be done and manufactured. So that oil that's used in the production of new cartridges, as well as the energy to produce the new cartridge, really is eliminated when we actually rebuild and refurbish a cartridge and refill it. So we think we're having a fairly significant impact in this area, and our consumers will be too when they decide to use a refurbished, rebuilt cartridge.
Okay, great. That's great. How are you different from other uh, refilling companies, and toner cartridge companies, Bob?
The primary difference with us, Terry, is we are taking the cartridges and we're trying to, again, get it back to a point where the original manufacturer, what was the cartridge like when the original manufacturer filled out with ink and toner?
Mhm.
And uh, you can go to a lot of places like drugstores and even some of the bigger office supply stores that are out there and get a refill done.
Mhm.
And simply what they're doing is they're injecting a fairly generic ink into the cartridge, and you're walking out of the store, very quickly, but they're doing that right on the spot. It takes our process about 2 to 3 days to do our cartridges.
Mhm.
Okay. And we're again using the inks and toners that match the formulas of the original manufacturer. So that being a key difference, as well as the quality of the process. I will tell you that drill and fill method, where you're just going and getting your ink
Mhm.
injected into the cartridge,
Mhm.
there's about a 50% failure rate. And the reason I know that is because our franchise actually started out doing the process that way. And they early on realized that they couldn't survive with selling a product that was going to fail 50% of the time. So today, by changing that production process and finding a better way, where we do the 2 to 3 day production and process, is that they're delivering a product, and we are delivering a product that has about a 3% failure rate. So again, a big turnaround, and those are the key differences. But I think also what separates us out from a lot of other companies is we are very customer service oriented and customer friendly. We've got people on our staff that have been in the industry for some time. So it's not as simple as we think in selecting a printer and getting a cartridge to match that. Because what you want to end up doing is you want to end up with a printer that's not going to just print for you, but meet your specific needs and requirements. So depending upon how much you're printing, what types of documents you're printing, will dictate not only the type of printer you get, but therefore the type of ink that's used. So you really, in the evaluation of that printer, you want to start with evaluating the cartridge and the return and the value that cartridge is going to give you, or your cost per page. And
Mhm.
we do a lot of analysis for customers and non-customers to find them the right printers. Even though we don't sell printers, we want to find them the right printer that's going to meet their needs and give them the best value over the long run. So that is something that we go above and beyond with, hoping that customer obviously or is going to come back to us
Sure.
and buy their ink from us. But even if they don't, we want to make sure that they find the right match to the technology, or the printer technology or copying technology that they need.
Excellent point, Bob. And I found that statement to be most evident when my daughter went off to college and we needed to find her a printer that wasn't going to cost me more than her college education to refill that toner every time I turned around with all of those projects and all those books that she needed to download and print. So being able to select the best printer for her based on her needs, and knowing what that toner was going to ultimately cost me first helped me pick the best printer to buy, because it's not necessarily you buy the $50 printer, because the toner for that could be hundreds of dollars. It's just better to price out the cheaper ink, because the printer lasts a much longer time.
Yeah, and Terry, you bring up an excellent point, because the strategy of the printer manufacturers today is to give away the printers basically at a very nominal cost, but charge you an arm and a leg for the cartridges themselves. I mean, we have customers that come in and, oh, I got this great deal on the printer, was only $40, but the refill on the cartridges, or to buy new cartridges, it was $80. So the consumers are wising up to what the manufacturers are doing, and there's many times where companies like Dell or Apple throw in the printer for free, but they realize they're going to make that money on the other side with the consumable or the cartridges.
Yeah, awesome. We're speaking with Bob Giest of Rapid Refill Inc. His phone number is 813-514-0680. My name is Terry Bork of Extreme Marketing Concepts, and we're going to take a quick break to come hear a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back in just a minute on Go Mind Your Business on All Your Business Radio. And we are back. My name is Terry Bork of Extreme Marketing Concepts, and you're listening to Go Mind Your Business on All Your Business Radio. Today, my very special guest is Bob Giest of Rapid Refill Inc. at 10416 North Dale Mabry in Tampa, Florida, 33618. And that is located in Carrollwood, just north of McDonald's and just north of Bush Boulevard, about a quarter of a mile on the west-hand side of the road. Should you be looking for business toner or ink toner for your inkjet printer, you can give him a call at 813-514-0680 or visit his website to learn more about him at www.rapidrefill338.com. Bob, welcome back.
Thank you, Terry.
Mm-hmm. So we're talking about buying ink, cartridge, and toner refills. Why should a business buy from Rapid Refill?
Well, the first thing criteria is we save them a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are currently buying at one of the big stores, the office supply stores, which many are doing, we can save them as much as 50% off of their bill. And that it can be very significant over a year's time period. In addition, we do offer what I call localized expert service. And it's something that I know you can't put a price on per se, but there are many times when a business calls us and they thought they had two, unopened boxes of toner on the shelf when they happen to be empty, and they're in a panic because their business really depends on it. And at that point, it's not about cost savings; it's about productivity in their business. Mm-hmm. And if they can't operate with faxes that they might be relying on or just printing documents, particularly like a law firm or such. And so we've made emergency deliveries. I can't tell you how many I've made myself personally over 5 years, but I still do that today. And we often get out there within 30 minutes of the call. We try to get out there as fast as we possibly can based upon what we have going on. But in addition, we do come in and do printer troubleshooting. And if a customer, has a question when we do a delivery about a printer, or if it's giving them some problems, we can often, because of our experience, make that fix on the spot. And they don't have to then call a service technician out that might have charged them $85 an hour or so for that visit. And so we have a lot of knowledge in that area. So in addition to saving money, we try to make it very easy for them also to order and buy from us with our customized online ordering system. In addition to those intangibles of being able to deliver out in emergencies, get them back up and running if they do have, are out and have run out of ink or toner. So we try to become really a partner with them other than just selling them a commodity or supply.
Sure. Okay, great. Do you offer cartridge recycling programs to schools and nonprofit groups?
This is one area that we're trying in many ways to give back to the local community. We consider ourselves, a local business, and we want to do business locally. And so by giving back to the community, we've partnered up with many schools and nonprofit organizations that need to raise funds for a variety of different reasons. And one of the easiest ways that they can do so is by having either the parents of a school or the teachers or members of a nonprofit organization bring in their empty ink and toner cartridges. And actually, we have a program where we buy those back from them, and that allows them to gain some money from from items that would have gone in the trash otherwise, probably.
Right.
And so we continually do this, and we've worked with probably well over 50 different organizations over the 5 years, giving thousands of dollars back to them for this. And in addition to the dollars that they're getting back, this is also good for the environment because we are teaching those children that there is a way that items can be recycled and reused, and adults too, because we're, I think, continually learning as well.
Sure, absolutely. Oh, great. Bob, there seems to be a big push lately on paperless offices. What impact do you think that's going to have on your business?
Well, I think that there will be some impact, but there's still a great need. We haven't seen a significant drop off since we've been hearing in printing. We haven't seen a significant drop off since I think the paperless concept was introduced, probably 15, 20 years ago. And we keep striving to that. But I think our society, wants to print, and they continue to print. And there are legal reasons why certain documents have to be printed as well still today.
Sure.
But, even from the household standpoint, there's a lot of printing that takes place with pictures, printing coupons, recipes, pictures of the grandkids, the emails, from different family members. So there's going to continually be a great need for printing. I don't see that going away or declining. There are many more devices that we want to print from. One of the big trends today is in wireless printers, and you want to be able to print from anywhere in the house. You want to be over in the family room to be able to print to the printer that's in the maybe the study. And so to be able to do that, the technology is there, but it's going to even continue to advance. We'll be printing from and do in some cases print from our smartphones. And so there's just a lot of different devices that we'll continue to print from. And we do support the environment where it is paperless, because it does help in the whole recycling and efforts and not having to have that waste enter our landfills.
Sure.
But they're always going to continue to be a need, and those are some of the trends that we're seeing in the marketplace.
Okay, I got that. All right, great. let's see. Can we talk this week you're having your 5-year anniversary. Happy anniversary with that.
Well, thank you.
And I know that you've got a lot of events going on in the store. So let's talk about some of those events in the store. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with HARC, what they are, and why you chose to partner with them for your recycling event.
Well, after thinking about it for a few months, we wanted to do something local in the community as part of our 5-year anniversary, and not just have a special offer out there, but as a business, as a core objective of our business is, again, to get more involved in the community and also to give back, as well as promote and introduce recycling. So the concept we came up with was it's called recycling for a cause, or actually electronics for a cause, because in this case, we are promoting the recycling of all used or old electronics from a house or a business that aren't being used anymore. So those would include your old computers, printers, monitors, cell phones, battery backups. The list goes on and on. And what happens is we get a lot of questions in our store from people that, their printers have stopped working. And what they ask us is, where can we get this recycled? Where do we take it? And so what we thought was, let's expand that out, build a little bit of awareness, not just with printer recycling or cartridge recycling, but these other items that I've mentioned.
Sure.
So we've teamed up, and we got off to a great start yesterday. We've had tremendous feedback. A number of our customers have brought in they're starting to bring in their old junk, so to speak, that has been in the closet or in the garage for a while. And we're encouraging them to get it out of their house here before Thanksgiving to bring to us. But we've teamed with a local company called Urban E-Recycling, and they recycle just about every type of electronic in the household. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
And that's how they make money. And so we've said, okay, would they work with us to give money back to a local charity? And they said, yes, we will be happy to give the proceeds from a recycling event back to this organization called HARC, which you mentioned earlier, Terry, and that's the Hillsborough Achievement Resource Center. They've been around 50 years here in the Tampa area, and they work with adults with mental disabilities, training and retraining them for the workforce, as well as offering daycare and home care as well. And they're just a great organization whose funds have been cut drastically, by the state. And so they are looking for ways, but we wanted to give back to them. So any items that are brought in during our recycling drive here for the rest of this week till Saturday, Urban E-Recycling, when they do recycle and pick up from us, those funds will go back to HARC. Okay. And there is, by the way, no cost to drop off your used electronic to us. Okay. And we'll take care of that. If you do want, say, for example, the hard drive on your computer cleaned and wiped of all your personal data, there is a nominal $5 fee that will also go back to HARC for that as well.
Oh, great.
And
okay.
so this event, we're just so excited about it. It not only coincides with our 5-year anniversary, but also coincides with America's Recycles Day, which actually is formally on the November 15th. So everything kind of lined up really nice for us during this week.
Perfect.
And we're excited that the response will be even better than we have already got off to a start with. And by the way, we do have some in-store anniversary specials as well to encourage our non-customers, to hopefully become customers.
Got it. Okay. Now you're taking all types of monitors, DVD players, VCRs. What else you taking? Modems.
Absolutely, Terry. There's just the list goes on. If you have any questions about what to bring in, just bring it. And and if we can't, even if we don't get any money back from Urban E-Recycling on it, they will take it and at least strip out all the component parts out of these electronics, because they're very toxic.
Right.
There's toxic elements that are in these electronics that we don't want to get into the landfill. So,
Okay.
don't even think about what they are. Just bring them in, and we'll get them taken care of. Only about 85% of all electronics in households get recycled.
Okay.
And thinking that the average household has about 24 electronic items, I'm sure there are many that aren't being used anymore. And so we'd like you to bring them in, and we'll get them taken care of and get them in the right place for you.
Awesome. Great. And I know that if folks have a large item that they'd like to pick up,
Yes.
you'll come out and do a pickup for them. They just need to.
They need to call us. Call us at 813-514-0680,
Mhm.
and we will schedule a time to come out and pick up a large item or a large pickup of items. So, for
Okay.
example, we went to a business recently and did a pickup. They had, I think, about 15 computers
Oh,
and
wow.
servers and a combination of monitors and things. So,
Got it.
yes, and
Okay.
we'll do all that at no additional cost.
Oh, that's fabulous, Bob. Great. I know I'm looking forward to stopping in. I've got some of my own stuff that's coming. And I know that you are having some prizes, I guess, for folks who come into the store this week. And I know you've got a big drawing at the end of the week, and you're going to be raffling off a refurbished desktop computer.
Yes, as part of our anniversary, and again to hopefully help encourage the folks to bring in their recycled items. For every item that you bring in, we're going to enter you into a drawing
Hmm.
for a refurbished, rebuilt desktop computer, as well as our store itself is giving away a couple $50 ink gift card certificates, and
Hmm.
then numerous other gift cards from local retailers. So bring your items in. We'll get you entered into those drawings, and those will be done at the end of the week. And hopefully you'll be one of our lucky winners.
That's awesome. What hours is your store open this week, Bob? So our
Um,
listeners
our,
can know.
and we're open our standard hours this week. Monday, well, since Tuesday today, we're open till 7 tonight, and then 9 to 7 the rest of the week till Friday, and then on Saturday we are open from 10 to 5.
Okay, got it, got it. One of the things that a friend of mine wanted me to ask you, she has one of those Kodak printers that very difficult to find ink for now that they're no longer in the ink business. Are you able to provide ink for the um, printers that are no longer have ink available?
We and that Terry, that's a good question because we've got customers that come in and say, you know, not only just with Kodak, but I've seen that with numerous older printers, all the manufacturers.
Hmm.
And what happens is certain retailers, they stop carrying it because they're not moving enough items, so to speak.
Sure.
But we often will even have it in, if we don't have it in stock, we will definitely try to get it for you. But in reference to your specific question about Kodak, we do stock not only the original Kodak product, we can still get that, as well as the refurbished, refilled product
Okay, great.
as well. And again, in addition to many other older printers that you just can't find the ink and the toner for anymore.
Okay, great. So that's great to know that we can still give our working printers the ability to continue to work for us, who are doing a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can definitely come in and support the store, your anniversary, and your recycling efforts. And then, we have the holiday season upon us now. I know that the store will probably be really busy, especially, during the holiday season. So folks can still call the store and ask, what printer am I getting my child for the holiday season and how much it's going to cost so they can make their best selection when they're out shopping this holiday season.
Please do so and let us know. And what again, if you can let us know how much you're going to be printing, what you're going to be printing, what are you going to be
Mhm.
using the printer for? We'll make you the best recommendations because often it's not just maybe one printer that we'd recommend. It might be two again, and that's a difference of how much you're going to be printing and what you're going to be printing, and the costs for your supplies will go way down, even though you might be buying two printers. So
Okay, great, great. Well, I wish you the very, very best on your anniversaries Bob, congratulations, 5 years.
Terry.
That's a great accomplishment, especially now. So that's terrific. Are you taking shredding during your celebration this week?
Yes, we sure are. That is a service we introduced a couple of years ago, but we'd asked everybody to please bring in any confidential documents that you want shredded. We do have an introductory savings up to 20% on that. Normally, it's $1 a pound to have that shredded, and it's going to be 79 cents a pound here during the week-long celebration. So,
Okay.
yes, please do that and bring that all those old confidential documents in.
Okay. Will that continue through the holiday, Bob,
The-
or you'll still have the shredding? Will the sale be on that?
The,
as
the
well?
introductory pricing will continue through the end of the year.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Okay, great.
Mhm.
So something to,
Mhm.
as you're getting your tax documents ready for next year, I
Right.
guess you make sure you can get rid of a lot of the stuff you don't have to hold on to anymore.
Get rid of your rate. Yes.
Okay, terrific. Well, Bob, I again wish you a very happy anniversary. Congratulations on 5 years of serving the Carrollwood community. I know that you take care of all of the printing needs that I personally have, as well as Extreme Marketing Concepts, and we appreciate you so much. Your staff, like I said, they're wonderful, and they're always willing to help answer questions, and I really appreciate that. Again, if you're looking to get ink for your home, especially now where we're printing our holiday cards and getting that stuff out for family and friends, definitely stock up on ink now so that you're not stuck in the middle of a print job and you have to run up to the store, although Bob does make some deliveries, so that's great. You'll want to visit him at 10416 North Dale Mabry Highway in Carrollwood. He's in Tampa, Florida, 33618. If you have questions for Bob, he's always happy to take them, or anybody in the staff will, at 813-514-0680. And you can absolutely visit their website at www.rapidrefill338.com. My name is Terry Borg, and you've been listening to Go Mind Your Business on All Your Business Radio. And I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Extreme Marketing Concepts, putting your business in front of the hungry herd of buyers who are looking for your product or service right now. If you're looking to get some business for your company, you can give them a call at 813-863-1452. Again, Bob, thanks so much for joining our program today. It was our pleasure to have you. And this is Terry Borg. Thanks for listening to Go Mind Your Business. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Go Mind Your Business with Terry Bork, presented by Extreme Marketing Concepts. If you want to drive more traffic, dominate the market, and crush your competition, find out how by visiting our website, www.extrememarketingconcepts.com. And join Terry next time for another episode of Go Mind Your Business.